at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dan Funk. Everybody throwing in the super chats and everything this morning. You guys are making it rain. Making it rain the Christmas cheer.
We love that. Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Loki will be happy.
Loki will be happy. Not about how we, performed the show, but
Well, good thing his signal dropped out, so he's not in the chat.
Oh yeah. He's gonna be watching the replay, and then he's gonna throw his phone and make it shatter like his polar bear head.
I always have coffee when I watch Radar. You know that. Of course I do, sir. Everybody knows that. Of course we do, sir. Hot. Too hot.
Titus, I'm bored. It's all in the reflexes.
My camera doing a thing where it's like,
Nope.
I don't know.
Good.
It is for me. It's so weird. Sometimes it can be weird. Good morning, Valhalla. How are you this morning? Holy crap. It's Monday.
Mhm.
Ooh, starting the week off right. How many of y'all got today off today from work?
Nope.
Anybody? 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 Martin Luther King Day? No.
Nope.
I know you Canadians don't, you know.
We don't take days off for
MLK
anything.
Day off. You don't take days off for anything?
Well, to me, it feels like we don't.
You don't even get a snow day?
Are you kidding me? Really? Which, yeah, it's a lot of it. Why is Zero wearing a hat? Because it's friggin' cold outside. Winter hit us with a vengeance this week, and it's only going to get worse. It is freezing outside. So this is to protect my ears and my head, so I don't have to wear anything else like a jacket or 17 layers of pants. Ooh.
Happy
All
birthday,
right.
bro. Another year around this big giant ball of gas.
Mm-hmm.
Another year to celebrate. Another year to get older. Feel your knees ache, back ache, everything ache. More doctors. Yay.
You get used to it.
What is up, DJ Odyssey? How are you doing? I got to tell you a funny story about that later. Oh, it's a
boy.
Star Trek story.
It's a Star Trek story. Oh my God.
Someone dropped a chaos grenade in the middle of a live stream once, and it just happens to be in chat this morning. And then laughed as everything got set off and caught on fire.
Great.
And Squeaka Mouse, good morning to you. I hope you are having a happy Monday, kicking butt, taking names, doing what you do. Thank you for being here, Squeaka. We've got Juliet. Good morning, Juliet. We have got a $10 super chat from Scott Westbrook, who says, green fire, green fire, green fire. Good morning, Valhalla. Good morning, Scott Westbrook. Hopefully you're doing well, brother. We need to warm shit up this morning. So right off the bat, this one is just for you, brother. A little skull to get your morning off right, and to God help us warm up a little. It's cold. Cold. That helped. That helped. Good morning, everybody. We've got Snorty in the house. What's up, Snorty? What's going on, brother? Good to see you. We've got Penny. Penny. Good morning, Penny. Good morning. How are you doing? Ghost Rider. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. How are you doing? Kay Roberts in the house says, good morning, all. Passing out the coffee. Thank you, Kay Roberts, so very much for passing out the coffee. It is very much appreciated. I haven't seen Psychodorf 9 in a while. He used to be, you know what? Psychodorf 9 used to pass out like eggs, bacon, coffee. Just, yeah. Canadian Spider-Man in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. It is good to see you. How are you doing? What is up? How are you doing? Gohan. I don't know.
Something like that.
Holy shit. What's going on,
Wow.
brother? How are you doing? Echo Base Network in the house. Good morning, Diablo 2 Resurrected Loki. Pajamas and coffee. Going to be a great day. That is what I'm talking about. Little Diablo 2 Resurrected. I'm in. Hook it up. Hook a brother up. I'm in. Good to see you, brothers. Hopefully you are doing well. Been having fun with the new Transformer channel. We've got the Destructicons coming up. The Constructicons form Devastator, the most powerful robot. We should rule. So we've got all of them ready to go, kicking ass, taking names. Each one will have its own video, and then we'll combine them in another video, and I'll tell you what I think about the Studio Series 86 Constructicons. So it should be fun. Transformers for the win, absolutely. And it's been fun. It's been really fun. So I was digging around with the Masterpiece Soundwave and all the tapes, because I got all the tapes. You have to buy all the tapes separately. You get Laserbeak with him, but you have to buy all the tapes separately. And I tell you what, man, I miss the Gen 1 tapes because those were really cool. They were really cool. I had a lot of fun with those. You just really have a lot of fun with the Masterpiece, especially Ravage. God, is he just like, I'm like, guys, you didn't have to make it like little spindly legs and feel like every time I move something, I'm gonna break it. God help me. I don't want to break anything on stream or on a video. I just don't want to. Luckily, I have
been there already.
Mostly quiet, fracture my arm, 2 please. Dude, that sucks. That sucks. No. Screw that, man. I did that when I was a kid. My brother was messing with me while I was trying to eat. He was 12 years older than me. Dumped me off a bar stool. I landed on my arm. Crack. That was the end of that.
You know, with that and all the stories about your brother you're told last week, he was kind of a dick to you, wasn't he?
Yeah. Well, he was a half brother. And he was a big, tall, blonde dude, which is, Loki, Thor. He's a dick. You guys even know you just look at the muscles and you're like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, ugh. So you've got something to show us this morning, Mister. I'm drinking out of my bottle of water.
Do I? Oh man,
Dude,
you're not making me
you're gonna get blown up. There you go. You're gonna take up the whole screen, ladies and gentlemen. Zero has something he would like to.
Yeah,
I think Christmas finally got to Zero's house.
Christmas got, it was a little bit late, so I'll try not to take up too much of our time this morning because I know we got a lot to rant and rave about. So we're going to do something exciting. No, it's not what you're thinking. Anyway, something arrived.
Because eventually YouTube's not going to let you have a box cutter live on screen.
It's just a box cutter. I'm not even pushing the blade out all the way. We'll get to that. So we got
the show is Zero Sugar.
We had some thanks, Squeaka. This artwork finally showed up, which I'm sorry. I apologize for the glare. It's still into plastic. I'm having some painting done. So this is going to go up somewhere, maybe over there. I haven't figured it out yet, but yes.
So that's a predator in an alien plane chess. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, I apologize for the glare, but hopefully you all can make that out somewhat. So yes, this was gift number 1 from Loki Claus. What, last month when you sent this?
I know, right? All this shit got sent in like November and December, and he just finally got it. So
yeah. And gift number 2, don't look at my address. Gift number 2, we're opening live.
And don't look at mine, not that you could read it.
Yeah, I can't. I already told him I can't read his chicken scratch. So we're going to open that nicely. I know what it is, but I haven't opened it. I wanted to share that with y'all. I'm sorry. I've never done an unboxing.
Coach, you're going to love this if you're still in chat watching.
I've never done an unboxing, and I'm trying not to slash my friggin' intestines all over the floor here. Oh, this was sent in November. Because I got a birthday card. That's cute. Loki.
Well, I wanted to make sure it was there if they tried to tax you for anything. I was like, make sure it says happy birthday. That way they can't tax his ass when he gets it. Saying that cost this amount of money on eBay, you owe the Canadian government.
Now you get to pay for your birthday. So yeah, it was definitely sent in November. So there we go. Box is opened. So those of you who are fans will really appreciate this. I am automatically surprised by the weight of this SOB.
Dude, that's what I was saying. Okay, so that is the collector's edition. of the 4K Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer. Those have the deleted versions or the deleted scenes versions, and it comes with a book, and it comes with a script, and it comes with it's the Chronicles of Conan.
The Chronicles of Conan. I'm gonna quickly try to take the plastic off this thing so you can see the book inside. But this, God, even the texture feels good. You know that nice new Blu-ray feel you got? Jesus.
Yeah, that has a couple of posters in it too.
That has
and the Riddle of Steel.
Holy crap, it does. Look at it. Oh man, I've got shit all over the place. So this is number one. My apologies. I've never. Oh my! I'm greeted with the first thing I unfold. I get Arnold's big muscular pecs in my face.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. I'm here to destroy you.
Oh my God! Look where I'm grabbing.
Uh-huh.
My fingers are on his inner thigh. He feels so buff and muscular. That is awesome. Of course, there's another one on the back. These are double-sided, which is nice.
That's for Destroyer. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
A new adventure.
Very, very nice. I won't go through everything. I just wanted to show you guys we've come this far. Let's
if you do not listen, then to hell with you.
I'm trying not to rip this thing.
Do not pray to you. I have no tongue for it.
Oh, it's even got that lovely new poster smell too.
Oh yeah.
Delicious. Yeah. So here's Arnold again with his master sword on the beach. Hey, how you doing? And of course, this is double-sided too.
Yep. Okay, so I was lucky enough. I got an actual original print of that from the wonderful Squeaky Mouse. The wonderful Squeaky Mouse for Christmas sent me an original print of that poster. Thank you very much, Squeaky, so very much. Could not believe it when I got it. I am waiting to get it framed before it goes up because there's definitely not going to be any sticky tack or pin cushions or anything like that put in that thing. It's going to be absolutely pristine.
And God forbid, don't use any tape because that shit just goes yellow.
Absolutely.
So real quick, I know we've already taken up like 20 minutes here. Here's the book. Lovely. Holy crap. Look how
much. It's got a bunch of good stuff in it too.
Look how much info is in here. You got, still photos from the set and captures and wow. And there's yeah. I almost called her Ayla the Huntress. Those of you that know, you know. Yeah, there's so much stuff in here. This is
Sumatai.
This is yeah. Of course, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Oh man, this is awesome. I can't wait to dive into this, let alone the Blu-rays. Holy shit.
Oh, those are 4Ks.
4Ks. Yeah, sorry, 4Ks. 4K with HDR. Holy
4K
shit.
with HDR.
I think that's
absolutely love them when you start watching it. There will be scenes. I don't know if you have to hit the deleted scenes one, but there are longer versions of the film. They're almost extended versions because there's shit in the first movie that I was like, I don't ever remember seeing this.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, who knows? But these are, full 4K restorations. So it's actually going to be nice. These are probably going to be the first HDR compatible movies I've ever watched on my TV. So that's just going to pop. That's going to be an unreal, almost out of body experience. So Loki, Eris, because she signed a card too. Thank you so much. You are
very welcome.
Well worth the wait. I am going to send him something, but since we don't seem to carry it here anywhere, I'm going to have to order it and then send it. So look forward to Loki's unboxing when he probably gets it in April or something. Yes, thank you so much. I can't wait to dive into these. I'm going to go do it now.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
Oh yeah, something to watch, something good to watch, guys.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want something good to watch. We want something we're going to enjoy. Now, I've been called a Klingon. I've been called a warmonger. I've been called every name in the book that you can possibly imagine, but I just want something good to watch. Is that too much to ask for?
It's definitely not too well. I don't know. Seems counterintuitive because I mean, I would say it's not too much to ask for, but based on the track record of everything we know and love, it seems like an insurmountable task that they can never hope to live up to. So maybe we are asking too much. I would like to say it's not that hard to stand and deliver, but hey, we've been proven wrong over the past 10, 15 years. So what do I know?
Well, you would think that they'd get it by now. Okay. So yes, we're going to get into Star Trek this morning. We're 20 minutes in. We're going to get it. We're going to talk a little Star Trek this morning. What's the first Star Trek memory you ever had? They've heard mine. You know, my dad coming home from being on deployment, sitting there watching, Star Trek with him after he first gets home, staying up late, watching the adventures and it was like a swashbuckling adventure for me because I'm a kid, so I like all the, Sulu running through the ship with a sword and all that crazy stuff. That's what was exciting to me. I didn't care about the cerebral shit. I didn't care what they were really talking about. I wanted adventure, excitement, space battles, all that kind of stuff. That was, that was one of the earliest memories for me. But what about you? How did you get into this crazy thing, Star Trek? What pulled you in? It pulled me in and it won't let me go.
I know I've touched on this before with chat, so I'll try not to repeat myself too much, but the first memories I have of Star Trek, which was whether it be the original series or the Next Generation, which was in syndication at the time when I was a kid, so some of the first memories I have were hanging out at a friend's place way back in the day when TNG was probably not even into its second season, and he was always a Star Trek fan. We used to play a original series computer game on his computer. I forget what it was called, but it was, one of those. It's got pictures on it. It's got pictures and stuff, and there's like little motion here and there, but it was mostly text based, like, oh, it's dead, Jim, and blah, blah, blah. So whatever. So anyway, those were some of my first exposures to Star Trek. And I will never forget this because looking back on it, to me, it seems like becoming a Star Trek fan was a lifelong process, because when I was a kid, and I know I've said this before, I hated Star Trek because, like you said, I didn't care about what they were talking about. I wanted to see, ships flying around blowing shit up, but maybe it was just, bad RNG on my part. I didn't get a whole lot of episodes like that. So I 9 times out of 10 was just sitting there going, this show sucks. It's so boring. All they do is fly around and talk all day,
That's the way a lot of my friends were. I'd turn on Star Trek and they just
So, I mean, and when I say it was a lifelong process to become a fan, it's because when I gave it another chance, when I had grown and, for lack of a better term, matured, it's when I came to appreciate the dialogue. I appreciated what they were talking about, the cerebral aspects to it, all of the, the diplomacy acts and all of those political things that started to get peppered into those season-long arcs. That's what DS9 especially, that whole series was a giant arc.
That has to be, I mean, people always have their favorites. They always have their favorite captain. They always have their favorite crew. They always have their favorite ship. I'll tell you what, bro. DS9, I don't think I'd ever been as excited to be a Star Trek fan as I was when I was watching DS9. I was just going nuts, man. I was going absolutely freaking nuts when the Romulans showed up at Deep Space Nine, and Brian tells Cisco they're asking to join the fleet, and he's like, Well, all right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and it's interesting too, because when I became an adult and I started to appreciate all the nuances and all the tiny details that you discover while watching the episodes, that's when my mental appreciation for it grew, when I respected the material and I essentially became a fan of everything. And DS9 was a special case because basically it's on a star base. You know, you've got all the other series, they're flying around on ships, they're going to strange new worlds and shit like that, which is awesome. And when I went into Deep Space Nine, I kept thinking the whole thing's taking place on a ship. We're going to see the same stuff, or a space station. So we're going to be seeing the same characters, the same situations. How are they going to do this? And that's why I got to give them credit for making the DS9 stories as good as they were, because they probably knew we're in a stationary place. We're going to have to give people something good to keep them coming back. And DS9 did that. Of course, the first couple seasons, like all Star Trek, they're a little bit dry. It takes a while for their momentum to get going. But once DS9 got going in season 3, season 4 with the Dominion War and all that fancy shit, man, they were rolling with a full head of steam. And that's what good writing did, because it kept you coming back, and it still holds up today.
Writing is supposed to do. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the new ship?
The new ship? God, I remember when we were playing STO and you would ask me if I'd seen the concept art for the new ship for whatever the new show was coming out.
Discovery,
yeah, and it looked like some triangle trapper keeper.
Yep.
I said, oh my God, Star Trek is dead. So, all right. So which one?
It's the one on the right, the one above
okay.
Training Ship Memory Alpha. It's the one with the wings. They look like little angel wings.
And that's a Starfleet Academy ship.
Yes.
At what point in the timeline does this?
So this is after Discovery. So Discovery. Okay. So what happened was Discovery did a huge time jump at some point, apparently. And the USS Windchime. Thank you, Project. The USS Windchime.
Like when I first
they did a time jump,
mm-hmm.
and ended up in the future where dilithium. All the dilithium in the alpha, beta, gamma, and delta quadrant had been destroyed by a autistic alien that when he screams, destroys all the dilithium everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I mean, you know, I know Starfleet doesn't like to use cloak and they don't like to, you know, steal others' technology and shit. But I'm thinking, what were they just trying to stick it to the Romulans? Because that just looks like a Romulan wind chime. It's like, not only are we going to take your design, we're going to give it wings because all your ships are modeled after birds. So suck it, Romulans. Yeah, that just looks weird. I mean, I know
Squeaka for becoming a Loki's frost giant. Holy shit. Squeaka, that is so very generous. Thank you.
That is
so
awesome.
very much. I didn't mean to interrupt you, brother.
No, that's good. I mean, scientifically speaking, I know there's no gravity in space. There's no momentum.
Here's the thing, though.
It just looks so spindly. Like when I see the giant wing chime wings on there, that just looks like something to aim at.
Watch this.
Really?
Hold on.
Also, to point this out while you look that up, I'm not saying like the first 2 seasons of DS9 were bad. For me personally, it just got going around like this season 3 point. But no, I don't mean like the first 2 seasons were bad. For me, it just took a while to get going personally, but that's all. What the hell is that? Is that
this is the Bentuzi mothership from Homeworld 2.
It looks like a cheater's tool for scoring a hole in one in mini putt.
Right. Okay.
Really?
But look at the design. Look at the round front. Look at the long. Okay. There's been like offshoots of what this is supposed to look like. But this is the basic design. the two long nacelles around like a hoop, right? It, like you said, almost like a cheater's tool in mini golf.
Wow.
Right now, go back and look at the design. Two arms in the back. And, it looks like a cheater's tool. There's your. Now this is different. All they did was they added a bridge.
They added a collector's plate in the middle,
an inner saucer section. Literally, it's the same ship except for this little circle here.
Yeah.
Which means they were going through designs and models and we're like, oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? We'll use that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Are the characters all Starfleet Academy students? Because I honestly know nothing about this show whatsoever.
Yes, apparently.
I mean,
I'm not watching it. We'll get into that here in just a minute.
I'm not either. But I'm just thinking, like it's Starfleet Academy. You would think, since they're just technically students, you would give them a ship that's a little more utilitarian rather than some spindly looking thing, which I don't even engineering wise understand how you would move about that thing. It looks like all you'd be able to do. It just looks like all you'd be able to do is just wander around the friggin' hubcap in the middle. Like those giant ass wings, structurally speaking, serve no purpose whatsoever.
So thank you so very much, Squeak a Mouse, for gifting 10 Stone Loki memberships.
That's awesome.
That is so very generous of you. Ezra Good got a membership. Black as Night got a membership. Johnny Gonzalez got a membership. Shattered Knight got a membership. Rogelio Cerratos got a membership. Grimdark got a membership. Shellback, what's up, Shelly? Shelly got a membership. Festus got a membership. What's up, dude? How are you doing? Good to see you. And Tucker Burst got a membership. And Rager Razzo got a membership. Thank you so very much, Squeaka. That was so very generous of you, sweetheart. Squeaka kicking down doors, taking names. Thank you. Thank you so very much. You didn't have to do that. Everybody, welcome the new members of Valhalla into the halls of craziness and chaos and mischief. This one is just for you. Let's go. And Dan, I can hear him right now. Why would you want to ride on that bucket of bolts? Yes,
are those
absolutely?
Are they nacelles? No, they're just for decoration. To what fucking purpose do they serve?
And the Klingon called the Enterprise a garbage
really?
Thank you for the $2 super chat, brother. Okay, so there's going to be plenty of people that are like, well, why haven't you watched it? Okay, here's the deal. So, and this is kind of what the title of this show was all about. They released the initial first episode on YouTube for free. It's a $28 million episode. You heard me right. $28 million episode of Star Trek for free on YouTube. They just gave it away. Now, a lot of you know what it means to see a viewer count on YouTube. You see the viewer count live. You see what's going on. They had 1,300 viewers for the release of the first free episode of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. 1,300 viewers. And now you could be like, Loki, is that bad? It's pretty bad. There's a bunch of content creators that have nowhere near the audience or the reach that Star Trek does. And they get more views. Yeah. A doll of Spock apparently was put on a live stream. Shout out to Gary at Nerdrotic. I hope you're doing well, brother. An action figure of Spock was sitting on the screen doing absolutely nothing and got like 5,000 live viewers.
Yeah.
For a doll that did not move, that did not say anything. It was just sitting there on like the head of his chair doing nothing. And it got more live viewers. It got 4 times more live viewers than Star Trek's premiere episode of Star Trek Academy.
Yeah. I think his doll probably had more charisma than anyone they had in that show. For context, I went and looked this up. I haven't watched the episode, nor will I. Star Trek Starfleet Academy series premiere, season 1, episode 1. Kids These Days, full episode. Currently sits at 158,000 views. This was uploaded 4 days ago. The trailer, the official trailer for Starfleet Academy, which was uploaded 3 months ago, has 8 million views. So this brand new free episode is sitting at 158,000 views. You would think on a free platform, more people would be coming in droves to see this. If every single person watched that trailer, watched the episode, then we'd have some numbers to talk about. But we don't. It's kind of like the trailer scared everybody off of the project. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Spock took several super chats and responded with his signature "Live long and prosper" hand light. The same hand wave that Zero uses when he teabags opponents with his Vulcan on Star Trek Online.
Hey man, nothing beats a good bagging, especially when you follow it up with Vulcan spice tea and plomeek soup afterwards. But now I don't have the browser extensions. I could get them, but I don't have the browser extensions for YouTube that show the like to dislike ratio, but I'd be curious to see what those are like. But man, for a free full episode, only 158,000. That's and I know, especially these days, Star Trek is kind of a niche audience, but you would think Paramount, a major production studio, would be bringing in more viewers on a free platform than just 158,000.
Good morning, PJ. It's good to see you, brother.
Again, it was only updated 4 days ago, so maybe that number will grow. But I mean, holy shit. That's
so the Starfleet Academy series premiere, season 1, episode 1, Kids These Days, the entire episode for free, got 18K views. This was 12 hours after it aired. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, season 1, part 1 review from
from half an hour ago.
And that was 35 minutes after it aired. And that was a review. They were re-watching that episode. It's almost as if things aren't going well over at Paramount. Now, don't let anybody fool you. You're going to hear a lot of stuff, ladies and gentlemen, over the next couple of months about how they're going to renew this show. Okay. How they're going to renew this. This show was renewed in 2024 for a second season before they finished the first episode.
Kind of preemptive, don't you think?
No, you cannot. The Cisco's the man. Cisco is the man. This is the guy who's like, Mr. Wolf, write my name on a photon torpedo and write "Don't fuck with the Cisco" on it.
He hit me. Picard never hit me. I'm not Picard, bitch.
Yeah, we get it. I get it. So how did we get here? And this is the thing. How did we get here? Okay, there's going to be a lot of talking about how this is the worst, just like Strange New Worms and just like Discovery. And I was told, this is funny. You're gonna love this. I was told that I should give Strange New Worms a chance. That it's not a bad show. That the individual that told me that really liked it, and the individual that told me that is a cuck. I'm just gonna, come right out and say it. The individual that told me that was a cuck, and it shows because every guy in Star Trek Strange New Worms gets treated like a cuck, whether it's Captain Pike, whether it's Spock, whether it's whatever. It's not. There isn't a respect for all. There is always a disrespect for males. And strong women, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The new captain of the new ship, he crawls up into the command chair, has her little legs up with her little coffee and her little stuffed bear.
Is this another like retarded autistic person with a fucking foot fetish now? Are we gonna see more feet just being like holding up data pads and shit like that? I remember
pretty much. You remember Janeway? I mean, Janeway came in. She was like,
"I will order this
I'm
ship to
business.
self-destruct if I don't get my fucking coffee."
Yes, besides the coffee, and I can understand that. I'm a coffee person myself. Don't dig around with me until I've had my coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
But so I get it. Too. But she had her badass moments. She also had a couple of weak moments. Yeah. But it kind of goes for everybody, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
this is not that. This is, oh my God, let's totally like lounge in the chair, girls, and we'll put our feet up. And oh my God, yeah, I'm on the bridge. Look at me. All like, oh yeah, I'm going to get all comfy in the chair. The only other person I've seen do that was Bosch in TNG. When she like got in the chair and she put her feet up and Riker's like, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Yeah. I'm Riker. And then he finds out that Picard's,
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, my bad. Sorry. You never saw me. I was never here. Nope. Good night.
He was about to show her the Riker maneuver until Picard told her to come into his captain's quarters. Anyway, come.
So
it's stupid. It is.
So they started that with Discovery. They started going downhill. Hey, let's do mystery boxes. Hey, let's make every man the villain. They brought that into Strange New Worms, which was horrible. They did the exact same thing in Picard. There were some things in season 3 of Picard I liked. There were some things I didn't, but at least it wasn't as bad as the first 2 seasons. The first 2 seasons of Picard was horrible. Ladies and gentlemen, you had a Borg opening up car hoods, eating batteries. A autistic Borg.
I mean, why?
And this is nothing against autistic people or autism in any way, shape, or form. I understand people have to deal with this. But this is what they were trying to do. They were trying to show you that this person was secretly, hiddenly autistic. And she was pulling up batteries out of these cars and eating them. Literally, there's a scene where she sticks her head up from a car and she's like, nom, 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 with the battery. And she got battery acid going down her face. Nom, nom, nom. Yeah. And you're like, are you serious right now? Did you guys just do that?
There is no way the Borg would even attempt to assimilate something like that. I mean, seriously. I do want to mention this because
she's going to be a Borg queen, dude.
Yeah.
They make her a Borg queen.
Of course, because she's got special needs.
I'm gonna hold on. Season 2, guard, Borg, queen.
It's just ridiculous. But I do want to mention, because you did bring this up, because for me personally, why Star Trek?
Hold on. Before I've got it, dude. Because as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, so it's this one on the right that I'm.
What the fuck is that? That's not a Borg. That's driving Miss Daisy going out for tea.
Yes,
Give me
this
a
is
break.
the Borg. This is the Borg. Not this one. This is the chick that played the Borg Queen in season 2, but this is what becomes the new Borg Queen of the new distant faction because of this chick, the Borg fractures into different factions, and you get the original Queen and you get this chick.
So this Borg Queen, when she was assimilated, she was what, 12? Because she looks 12.
That's why it's no, she's an adult. She's an adult, but like I said, she's child. they tried to convince everyone that she was autistic. So Picard season 2 Borg twist just changed Star Trek forever. Yeah, because now we have 2 Borg queens, the autistic faction and the regular faction, and you're like, I can't. I fucking can't. No. I can't. So they screwed that up in season 2 of Picard. They've consistently flushed Star Trek down the toilet. They tried to ruin Spock and Kirk and make them like a couple. They were going to have Sam Kirk and Spock be like a dynamic duo of gay.
Yeah, the ambiguously gay duo.
Exactly. That's exactly. And I was like, guys, you can't like dick around with that. And here's the thing. When 5 times the amount of people will sit there and watch a motionless peace sign throwing Spock on the back of a chair that's just sitting there. No one's puppeteering it. No one is talking for it. It's just sitting there. You have a problem. You have a issue. And they don't want to see it. They don't want to fix it. Paramount's just like shitting money down the drain. I really think they've got to be doing some kind of like money laundering or something, because $26 million for the first episode of Star Trek Starfleet Academy that has some of the dumbest looking. I'm going to show you. We'll look at the cast.
Oh
here
boy.
In a minute.
But wait, there's more.
There's more, because you've got a Klingon in a dress.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah. You've got Klingons in skirts.
Is it an honorable battle dress or is it a dress?
Oh, no. It's he wears a skirt.
Yeah. Well, while you look at
here we go. Okay. So you've got to see this. This is what you've got. This is Dawson's Creek, Star Trek. And there you go.
Is that an actual production photo?
Yes. This is the ad.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is the ad.
What is this?
This is a copy of a One Tree Hill
This
ad.
is friggin' Saved by the Bell shit.
So this is what they did. They took a production still from One Tree Hill where they're all laying there like that, and they just made it Star Trek.
That is horrible.
He's a sensitive Klingon in a skirt.
And I got to tell you, if those are the Starfleet Academy uniforms, that's not working for me either. I mean, look at the friggin' Giga Chad in the middle trying to show off his arms and shit. Like what? Who are these people? I don't want to throw around the friggin' Gen Z cliche again, but holy shit, these kids look like friggin' kids. And I know there's nothing inherently wrong with that. It's not related to the actors or the actresses playing them. It's not their fault. But like, do you want a bunch of like fucking people that look 14 years old flying a ship with giant ass wings on it? No, I don't. I can't
There's
take that
more.
seriously.
There's more.
Oh, there's always
The
more.
doctor, to make it official.
Oh, come on. They dragged him out for this
To
because
make it official.
because of course we need to throw the nostalgia drinks in there because no one's going to take this shit seriously otherwise because they know their stories and characters are crap.
This
Like,
is
look at friggin'
this is
Minnie Mouse
a
back there.
well, this is a engineer that I believe has Down syndrome. I'm not making fun of anybody. This is from them. I believe she's supposed to have Down syndrome or be mentally. I mean, this is where they go. This is what they have to do now. Whether it be trans, whether it be mental disorder, whether it be a birth disorder, something you have to live with your whole life. This is what they do. Everyone has to have some kind of thing like that nowadays. You can't just be a normal human being. We need to get rid of all that.
Not good enough.
We have to be, we have to look like we're pregnant constantly.
Yeah. And that brings me back full circle as to why I stopped watching Star Trek, because it just kept going down the gutter. I mean, Star Trek for me ended years ago. There was nothing more after that. And after failure after failure, I said, I'm glad I'm done with it. I'll watch the old stuff whenever I want. There's nothing wrong with that. And when it came time, when I thought I was set in my Star Trek retired ways, Loki here said, hey, do you want to review Strange New Worlds with me? I thought,
not Strange New Worlds. It was Picard. It was the season of Picard, wasn't it?
No, it was Strange New Worlds.
We didn't watch Strange New Worlds. Did we?
We got through, I personally got through maybe 3 episodes. And then I
did we were okay. Did we do the shit? Maybe we did. See, this is how bad this is, ladies and gentlemen. Was it the one where they said that because I remember watching the first episode, and as soon as they said that January 11th caused the eugenics wars, I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Or January 6th or whatever the hell it was. I can't even remember January 12th, whatever the shit was. The insurrection. They said that caused the eugenics wars, and that caused World War III, and that all the bad things that happened before Starfleet was created was caused by Trump, that it was all his fault. And I was like, do you fucking morons understand that you just credited him with the creation of Starfleet? You just made him the defining reason why Starfleet was created. You do realize that in your search to be like, he's so bad, that you just made him the reason that Starfleet was created. It was that we go out and explore the stars is because of him. You do realize you just fucked all that up and gave him the keys to the kingdom. And they don't. They're so wrapped up in we want to blame someone for everything. Everybody has to go out and they have to be the problem. It's no longer look at yourself and figure out what you take from this episode. It's we're going to spoon feed you political bullshit, and we're going to tell you what's right and wrong. And if you disagree with us, you're a Yahtzee. And it's just gotten to the point where I don't give a shit anymore. I don't give a shit what they say. I don't give a shit what they have to say. I don't care if they think it's good, they think it's bad. They spend hundreds of millions of dollars on a season. Just be you, man. When you can look at an episode of Star Trek and you can go, this is what I take from it, and this is what it makes me think about. That's a good thing, not a bad thing. No one needs to be spoon-fed what they need to believe or not. That's the problem, is that's where we're at. all the liberal pansy libtards that are in charge of all this shit feel the need to say we have to spoon feed you what to believe and what not to believe. There isn't a well, you need to figure out what you take from this episode and walk away with it. That's what Star Trek used to always be about. Whether it was TOS, TNG, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, hell, even Enterprise was like that. We're not going to tell you that these are the most horrible people in the galaxy. You're going to have to figure that out for yourselves. You're going to have to understand who is who and what this means. And you know what? If we're going to have an episode about people getting kept in cells and held, you're going to have to figure out who's good and who's evil. That's up to you. That's the way it always was. It was never, well, I have to believe this. They had episodes. They had an episode where this guy completely like ditched the Enterprise, right? So they can't track him on their sensors. They don't know. They think they blow him up when really he like escaped in this escape pod. They bring him on the ship. He ends up stealing a shuttle, escaping, capturing, I think, Troy or whatever, and dragging her along with him. And you think, okay, this is a really bad dude. But he's not. He's a soldier that was on this planet that they had to lock up because he kind of went crazy because of all the experiments and shit they did on him. So now who's the bad guy? Is it the soldier that they experimented on and unleashed against this other planet? Is it the population? Is it the Federation for getting involved? Which Picard is like, we really don't need to be involved in internal bullshit. Is Picard wrong for not wanting to get all that's yours to figure out. All that's yours to look at and say, you know what? The doctor, she's being a pest. Go play with your green candle, Beverly. Let the adults talk.
Go ahead.
It's up to you.
Coffee and croissant.
It's up to you to take what you want from it. That's not the way it is anymore. It's all spoon-fed propaganda horseshit. And then they go, oh, Star Trek's always been woke. Star Trek's always been woke. No, they were normal.
Yeah.
That first kiss on TV, that was a normal thing. They didn't see it as normal at the time. The first interracial kiss ever on TV. Whoopi Goldberg running for her mom, going, Mama, there's a black lady on TV and she ain't no maid. Right? Because Uhura was an officer right there on the bridge, along with a whole bunch of men.
Yeah.
That were officers. That's why Martin Luther King, on Martin Luther King Day, we're talking about this, was like, you can't quit, darling. And it wasn't that he was like a huge Star Trek fan. He was a huge fan of her. Why? And she was like, why? What do you care? Why? It's almost a waste of my time to do this because all I do is message from Starfleet captain. And he goes, because woman, you don't understand. You are there. You are a black woman, an officer, and you're there with a whole bunch of men. That alone is a reason to stay and never leave that show. To always take those checks and to keep doing the job you're doing. Because it shows a woman can be there. It shows a black woman can be there. Do not leave. Do not ever quit. Do not ever stop taking the checks. And it makes sense. Why does it make sense? Because she was saw what she meant to the culture. Thank you. And it was that simple.
Yep.
It was that freaking simple. It doesn't matter what lines they give you. It doesn't matter that they don't pay you as much as the men. None of that matters. What matters is everybody that watches that TV goes, damn, a woman on the bridge of a ship. Never thought we'd see that. And you're there. People are watching you. People care. People care about Uhura. First interracial kiss ever on television. That was normal.
Well, and they did care, and that was always the telltale sign of good characters. Because I mean, realistically speaking, when you go back and watch Star Trek, the characters aren't thrown in your face. We don't know everything about them. We don't need to know how Riker sits on the toilet seat if he does the Riker maneuver or not. We don't need to know how many women Kirk have kissed. We don't need to know how many bumps are on Worf's forehead. We don't need to know any of that. The problem we have now is they're cherry picking. They're hand picking character traits for each of these stupid dumbass characters on their stupid dumbass shows, and they're force feeding it to you right from the beginning, saying these are our characters. This is what makes them unique. We don't need to know that. The whole interest for all the characters we've seen before is how we grew to know them over time. It was like an education. It was like an education, slow absorption of their traits, their likes, their dislikes, who they are, what makes them the officers they are. That's what that was all about. We don't need all this crap thrown in our face, let alone shit we don't agree with because they're force feeding it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. What better way to end the show? Guys who've been with you for an hour, holy shit, that went by fast. We're going to get out of here. Thank you very much for being here today. I'm glad you finally got that because I have been bugging him, ladies and gentlemen, about that Conan set. I've been like, dude, did you get it? Did you get it? Because they were like, it's going to take at least 3 weeks, a minimum of 3 weeks to get to him.
Yeah.
And there's no tracking.
It is finally here. It is here. And in one piece. So,
One piece.
So it arrived safely. And so did the chest. I still really got to figure out where I'm going to put this, but I'll find a spot. But yeah. So again, thank you to Loki and Eris for the much belated birthday present.
You are welcome. I'm just glad you got it, bro.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And look
I was
forward to
worried he
yours.
wasn't going to get it.
No, it's here. It's here finally. So look forward to yours in the spring whenever it gets there. But really big thank you to everybody this morning. I know talking Star Trek is not everybody's cup of Vulcan spice tea, but for those of you that watch the replays or you're here live, just come and hang out, have a good time. Thank you so much. I don't say that very often, but I do appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah.
We both do. Seriously. For everybody that stuck around, that was like, I'm going to see what they have to say about it. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. You guys take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak, friend, enter. We'll catch you on the next one on the next 0 hour. Have a great Monday, everybody. We'll see you Wednesday for a little skull and tuck and roll.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.